Hey, good evening, folks. Thanks for tuning in. This is the progress video on my AMT 1962 Chevrolet Impala convertible, SS convertible, that is. So let's start off with the chassis here. And oh, that was the air cleaner. Okay, there's the chassis, and you can see the nice black finish there. You can see your exhaust piping and your fuel tank, and there's your drive axle with drive shaft. I painted the rear shocks yellow, and I did minimal detail up here on the front axle. The tie rod there is aluminum color. So yeah, that's your chassis. It's actually a pretty good detailed chassis for what it is. I like it a lot. It looks really good. It looks just like the real deal. You see that the drive shaft is glued in. It's ready to accept the engine. So yeah, the exhaust piping I did in Rust-Oleum metallic aluminum. Has the right shine. So I wanted something shinier like the older cars had, you know, in the 60s and 70s, where they had those really shiny aluminum exhaust pipes. So that's what I did there. So yeah, that's a good looking chassis. You can, I don't know, I think you can kind of see you can see the springs there too. Kind of hard to make out there, but yeah, there's the springs. The front springs are a little bit harder to make out, but you can kind of see them there. So yeah, that is your chassis. Let's get to the 409 engine here. This is your 409 Chevy engine, and it's pretty detailed. I like it. I think it's a good representation of it. On most of the ones I've seen online, they have either matching orange valve covers or aluminum or silver valve covers. The particular Impala that I am replicating had black valve covers, and I liked how it looked, so I painted mine black. You can see the dual carbs there. I painted mine metallic gold. There's your oil filler neck. Mine is black. And then the water pump I painted aluminum color, like a lot of the old Chevy engines had. And the exhaust manifolds I did in a gunmetal color to kind of represent that steel color. There's your starter motor. I believe this is this hose back here, I think, is a breather hose of some sort. I'm guessing there's no call out for it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go with that, unless it's, oh, you know what, it's coming from the lower intake manifold. Maybe it's a heater hose. Whatever. If you guys know what it is, you can feel free to comment on it. So I did I did a Fram oil filter there. You can see it's a little bit lighter orange, and then I tried to do the black bottom like they are. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, all in all, it's a good little engine. The alternator there, or generator, whichever it is, I'm not too sure now. I painted black. So, and then of course there's your strange looking fan. I don't understand those fans back then, why the blades were not evenly spaced. Just kind of find that weird. So yep, that's your 409 motor. Looks good. The main gearbox, I decided to paint the steel color because it's a manual transmission, and a lot of those manual transmissions were more of a steel color anyway. So that's just what I decided to go with. So that's the result there. All right, so the one that I replicated was in a dark, like a cherry red color, and that's what I wanted to do with mine. So I used Rust-Oleum, what is it called? Colonial Red. In fact, I'll show you the can. There you go, Gloss Colonial Red by Rust-Oleum. I have used this color on quite a few builds. I do like it. It's a really nice cherry red color, and it's got that vintage color like they had back on those older cars, so I thought it was appropriate. Yeah, gloss colonial red is the color that I used. And then the interior, it's a two-tone leather black interior, and it looks really good. I'm very impressed with how it came out. The floorboard I did in a flat black, Rust-Oleum flat black, and then the rest of the interior is Rust-Oleum satin black, which is this color here, satin canyon black. That's what I did the seats, the dash, the door panels, the steering column. Yeah, steering column I think I did in a semi-gloss black actually, but yeah, no, this actually replicates a leather black, at least in my opinion. It does it. To me, it has the right shine. So yeah, it looks very accurate for that time. I think I did a very good job on the interior. And then I used my chrome pen to highlight the trim accents and the yeah, anything that needed to be chrome on this thing. I used that for. You can see the chrome trim around the shift lever there. That shift lever is really nice, by the way. AMT did a good job on this one. So I like how the door panels are separate. They're very easy to detail, and you know, that's important. So yeah, there's all the detail. I know you guys will dig it. So if you look down there, you can see the red reflectors on each door panel. This one here, of course, is hard to see because the light doesn't hit it just right, but yeah, you can see it down there. And then of course there's your window cranks and door handles, and the instrument panel is also chrome plated, and of course the front of the spoke on the steering wheel. So yeah, that's your leather black interior on her. There's your hood with the decal. I did use the decal. I do need to clean that up a little bit. This trim piece here that says Chevrolet that goes on the bottom of the hood, I did fight it a little bit. It doesn't, I don't know if mine's warped or what, but it doesn't sit perfectly against the bottom. What I did is when I put it on, I took the grill. What I did is I put the grill on, and then I dropped the hood in place, and I just used the grill to help guide it to where it's supposed to sit, because otherwise I wasn't getting it right. So that's what I would recommend if you build it. When you're going to put that trim piece on the base of the hood there, just put the grill in place first, and then drop the hood, and then use the open space here above the grill to help line that up. So yeah, that's how I did that. Also with the chrome pen, you can see that I detailed the windshield frame, the windshield wiper arms, the chrome trim along the side and along the bottom here. Looks pretty good. It's pretty sharp. The chrome trim that goes around the fenders wasn't the best. The marker slipped some, and what I did is I sprayed some of the colonial red into a palette, and used one of my brushes to touch up where it looked bad. You can't tell now that I clear coated over it with the floor polish. You can't tell at all where I had to add those touch-ups. So, which is good. It's, it being a dark red, it hides a lot of those imperfections. So yeah, there's your engine bay there. You can see the inner fenders are a gloss black color, or a satin black. Looks just like the real ones. So that upper brace that goes above the radiator core support is done in black too. Looks really good. And you can see the right side, there's the badge decals. Of course, you can see on the back there. So yeah, definitely enjoying the hell out of this. It's been a fun build, so I would highly recommend this one. I definitely give it high ranks, you know. Here's the speaking of the radiator and core support, here it is here, radiator with the fan shroud. I did not install the battery yet. That'll be coming up. I think that's really all I got to do is just install the battery on here. Yeah, but that's the radiator. You can see the fins there. I detailed the radiator cap there, and yeah, this looks good. This kit comes with 3 different wheel options. I like that it came with the Steelies, and you can see the detail I did on the Steelies here. Here's the front one, and then of course here's the rear one. I'm gonna do when I do the final pictures, I'll take a picture of the car with the Steelies on before I put the wheel covers. I love the wheel covers that came with this kit. They're really nice. I black washed the you know, the holes there. You can see that they've been black washed, and the outer ring got black washed too. Like I said, they're very nice. They complement the vehicle very nicely. The tires, of course, got their usual sanding treatment, you know, to have the treads look like they've got some wear on them. So I'm not too sure if I want to go like maybe a wheel cover's missing, maybe have a Steely on one in the back, or maybe one in the front. Not too sure yet. We'll get to that conclusion when I get to the near the end of the build there. So there's your steering gearbox with the steering shaft, which, like I said, this is a pretty detailed kit for what it is. I'm really impressed with it. So but yeah, so I'm thinking I might go that route. I think it would look cool if an old convertible, and it's missing one of its wheel covers. So yeah, we'll see how I like that. I like those Steelies so much that I just think it would be good to do that, and that since I have that option. So yeah, so that's how that is. Here's your completed grille with the headlight lenses, and of course I black washed the grille. You can see how that came out pretty well. Still got to put the license plate decal on it. And then here's the rear panel here. Now, what I am disappointed about, and I don't understand why they did it, and I think it's kind of dumb. For some reason, AMT did not chrome plate this tailpiece. I have no idea why. I guess it's fine if you don't want to paint it chrome. That works, but on mine I wanted it chrome. So what I did is I painted it Rust-Oleum bright coat chrome. It was easier on it. It came out better than the last time I used that color on something. It doesn't look bad at all. So, but it's not as if you compare it to the grill, you can definitely tell the difference. It's not quite there. Again, I don't know why they didn't just chrome plate it. I think they should have. So yeah, that's the main part of this kit that disappointed me, was just that the tailpiece was not chromed. Other than that, it's a great kit. I was really happy with the convertible boot. That convertible boot looks real as hell. I just love the way it looks. I did the same satin black on the convertible boot because I wanted it to have that leather look, and I just feel that was the right shade of black and just the right sheen. It looks like when you look at it, it looks like real leather. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. In fact, let's show you guys what it looks like on the vehicle. It really stands out, really pops. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, look at that. That looks good on that red. Man. This kit does not come with a top, which is fine. It doesn't have to. The fact that it didn't come with one didn't bother me at all. Sometimes it's cool though when they do. So, no biggie. All right, and then last but not least, here is the firewall, and there's your heater box, I believe that is, and of course there's your master cylinder, and very minimal detail on there. I did the wiring there, and it looks like there might be a wire here and there that might still need some detail. There's some minor detail I still need to do on it before I put it in, but yeah, that's your firewall. Looks good. So looks good from here, right? But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. So that's most of what. Oh, wait a minute. There's your air cleaner. And yep, there's your air cleaner. Detailed the wing nut right there. Looks good on the motor. So, all right, guys. Yeah, that is the progress on the AMT 1962 Chevrolet Impala convertible SS edition or model, whatever model. So I hope you guys enjoy the progress on this thing. I know you guys can't wait to see it finalized and put together. I know I can't. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll see you on the final reveal. And oh, actually, before I get off, did I mention there was one thing I forgot to mention now that it's in front of me. This is the color that I used on the 409 engine, Rust-Oleum Chevy engine orange. I bought this on clearance at Advanced Auto Parts before they closed their doors here. It was cut down in price, so I said, you know what, let's grab it. I've been wanting a can. I do need to get other engine colors in my collection, you know, like you know, Chrysler blue, GM corporate blue, Ford. I do have Ford blue, but yeah, I do need to get the other engine colors too. So this is a start outside of the Ford engine blue colors. So yeah, those are the three main colors that I wanted to point out about this build. Everything else is pretty much, you know, either semi-gloss black or flat black, and you know, those are nothing special. So, but yeah, I wanted you guys to at least see the three main colors that were involved here. So yeah, as I say, we'll see you on the final reveal, and you guys have a safe Friday, and we'll talk to you soon.